chocolate.
You know, Frank, as you're aware, a huge topic today is how to start up a business. And there's so many startups going on. And you did it, okay? But most are not successful. So maybe you can give us your thoughts on how to be successful and hang in with a new startup until you can get it growing.
Yeah. Bill, I guess part of it is being nuts. Startups are really, really hard. I've had some successes, I've had some failures. I'm first to admit. You got to know when to keep going and when to draw and when to lay down your cards, or what is that song? But but you really do have to understand that, and it's there's no formula. You just have to really have a sense of it. Let me go back to the second cup, which was your very early days when we understood. We had customers who were repeating purchases. We knew we had a business.
Okay.
It was now adjusting costs to get there, right?
Okay.
So it was always testing the basics. Is there a business? Are there customers willing to pay money for our product, and were they prepared to repeat the purchase price or the purchase?
Okay.
And if that exists, then it's a matter of increasing the multiples and keeping the cost down.
Okay.
And the other side of that was we had advice very early on, back to an earlier conversation where smart people. One of a very smart guy, his name was John St. Ange, who was in the clothing business, said to Tom one time, he said, if you can make it 5 years, you're home. So repeating the purchase we could see, we knew we had a target of 5 years. How do we get through that lump? And there were lots of times that were very difficult times.
Were you at a point you were ready to walk away and maybe somebody helped you out with some advice?
Advice, support, and in many cases it was really the great value of having a partner. When I was down, he was up, and
there you go.
That kind of stuff. So. Yep. One of us would pull the other through the eye of the needle sometimes because it was very difficult. I told you the story of having no money and how do we get through that, and
so you had a friend too.
You got to have somebody, and with respect, probably not a spouse because you're probably both going through the pressure at the same time. So if you have somebody that's sort of external a little bit who can sort of help you through, that was really helpful to us.
Okay.
And having a vision, I talk about hope, vision, and action. Without hope, none of us start anything.
Yep.
But it's the hope that develops a vision. But a vision without action is a dream. So we need to get beyond the dream and take the action. And Tom and I always had a vision of having 100 stores. This is after we got sort of 7 and things. So we wanted to have 100 stores. We thought that was huge. So whenever we really got down, Tom or I, one of us would remind the other, remember where we're going.
Oh, yeah. Oh, great.
So we had 5 years, repeating the purchase, and having a vision. Those things took us through the action stages to get there. And it worked. It worked. And that's been true of every startup I've done.
Well, I appreciate that because everybody that's doing a startup right now is going to listen to this and sit down and write some notes, I'm sure, and find that partner.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, you find the partner, repeating the purchase, 5 years, you get all those pieces, then it's just adjusting. And I don't mean that in a very simplistic, I say it's simplistic,
No.
But it is, sure, it's hard work.
Sure.
If it wasn't hard, everybody would do it.
You just said the 2 words, hard work.
It is
right?
hard work.
It's hard work. There's no silver bullet.
There's no silver bullet. No, absolutely not.
That's great.
Now there is, every once in a while you have a Facebook story and somebody makes $1 billion in 4 weeks.
The garage.
But most of us don't do that.
That's right. That's great. Thank you.
You're
Great
welcome.
Story.
Thanks, Bill. It's been fun.
It's been great.
Yeah.